What's good, y'all? It's Main Boxing Biker. Subscribe to the channel so you can get the latest news and the hottest topics that matter. Today, the topic that matters is Mikey Garcia defeating Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. did not do anything I predicted he should have done. In fact, you know what? I'll take that back. He did it a little bit and he had success. I predicted, and the video is there so y'all can go back and look at it. I predicted that Robert Easter Jr. needs to get close on the inside and make it a rough and dirty fight because Mikey likes a nice, clean, organized fight so he can throw his wicked 1-2. But Robert Easter Jr. didn't stick to that game plan, man, and he got systematically broken down by Mikey Garcia. He got hit with a lot of them 1-2s, and you know he didn't stick to what I thought he should have stuck to. Now Mikey ain't shy when it comes to letting his guns fly. Mikey pull out the hammer and let that thing ring. Robert Easter now, he tried to let it ring, but he ain't had enough power to get Mikey's attention. I seen Robert Easter land some punches that had Mikey's head snapping back. I mean, his eyes was in the sky, but it ain't had the power. It ain't had the thud at the end of it. So Mikey was able to walk through him, man. Mikey, towards the middle of the fight, Mikey felt like he had nothing to fear. Robert couldn't throw anything that would damage Mikey. But when Robert did go to the body a little aggressively, it would hurt Mikey. The problem is, Robert Easter never threw the punch that I wanted him to throw. The punch I wanted him to throw was a wicked left hook to the body. He never did it. The whole fight, all he did was a jab to the solar plex, which worked for some fighters like Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather understands how to straighten your arm when you throw the jab and lean your body in with it also, so your body and your body weight and the pressure attacks the solar plexus and it kind of weakens the fighter. Robert Easter never did that. On top of it, Robert Easter was shooting a jab to the body or a jab to the head and a hard right to the body. Now, I don't know if Robert Easter understands the mechanics of the body. A hard right to the body is not really where you want to throw your punch, especially if you're a guy that don't have that much power. A hard left hook to the body is where you want to throw your power. So I thought Robert Easter should jab to the head, throw a right to the head, but then throw a wicked left to the body, or just start with a left to the body, left to the head. Or left to the head and left to the body. You want to attack the left side of the Mikey Garcia's body. Robert Easter didn't do that, aka his power being so limited and him not being able to hurt Mikey. You know, I want to see Robert Easter was talking about abs and all that, and I want to see Robert Easter maybe come in there a little heavier. Maybe you need to eat more, gain a little bit more weight so you can have a little bit more weight behind your punches. So if you can make the weight, fine, but come in a little heavier so that you can also play the bully tactics, because Robert Easter's style is like the style of a bully, but he doesn't have the mindset of a bully. That's the problem. And I felt like he could have bullied Mikey. Leaning on Mikey, like he could have bullied Mikey. And he didn't. And he pretty much coasted and cruised to L. He should have been able to do better. He should have dunked down and do better, but he didn't. He was hitting Mikey with some shots that you would figure like, yo, that should have hurt Mikey. But Mikey understood early in the game that this dude ain't got that much power. Them punches is light. They look cool. They snapping your head back, but they're not that type of thudding punch. They're not that type of power where you're like, oh shoot, I can't really walk up on this dude like that. For the first part of the fight, Mikey Garcia was walking down Robert Easter, walking him down, trying to jab him. In fact, when he did jab him, he's snapping his dude's head back. And I'm like, yo, you have the longer jab. Learn how to snap the end of your jab. See, that's the difference. People is comparing Robert Easter to Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns had a snap at the end of his jab. He understood that snap. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm not super old school, but I'm kind of old school when it comes to learning how to snap the end of a jab. It works. I'm telling you. I've done it, and I've done this during the street fights, bro. I've had street fights where I've done a snapping jab. Do you know I beat a dude in a fight that's bigger than me, and I'm 5'11", and I've beaten a dude in a fight. And this dude is bigger than me, like I said, just off of like I snapped a jab into this dude's face and busted his mouth just with a jab, man. And the dude didn't want no smoke after that. This dude he changed his whole game plan into wrestling. He tried to tackle me to the ground just because he realized them hands. So if a regular street dude realized that a regular dude like me that's not a boxer can snap a jab so stiff and with such a snap at the end of it that I could bust him up and hurt him, and he changed into wrestling, why didn't Robert Easter decide like, okay, that's it, from like round 3 or 4, your jab isn't really affecting this dude. Maybe get dirty on the inside. The same way that dude tried to get dirty on the inside fighting with me. I figured Robert Easter should have done the same. Get dirty on the inside. If you fight a guy that's a better boxer than you, your best chance is to get dirty, rough, and make it real filthy on the inside. You feel me? Lean on him. Mikey Garcia have a little crazy little shoulder roll that he does. Kind of like a little Broner shoulder roll where you coming in at a weird little angle with your shoulder up. It's not a shoulder roll, but they do it anyway because that's a new school version of it. If you want to find out what a real shoulder roll is, look at James Toney. You'll find out what a shoulder roll is. Look at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather came in with a shoulder, but he also made sure he make the necessary adjustments. Because if you come in with a shoulder roll and your left shoulder forward and a dude throw a 1-2 at you, you have to do the extra work to lean your hips. Your hips is where it's really at. The shoulder roll is not the shoulders only, it's the hips. A lot of fighters don't realize that. That's Broner's downfall. He never understood that your hips is a big part of it. I'm not no pro, like I said, but I'm pretty sure I can do a better shoulder roll than Easter and Broner, because I understood that your hips have a big part to do with it. People don't realize most of your punching power come from your hips. I'm not a big dude. I'm not a super big dude. I'm 5'10" and a half, 165 pounds, and I promise you, and I can show. And matter of fact, I'm gonna make a video showing that I punch harder than dudes dudes way bigger than me. Way bigger than me. I'm gonna show y'all, because they don't understand the science in punching. It's a science behind it. Why you think Wilder got these knockouts? Wilder understand the science behind punching power, man. Y'all gonna have to learn. Anyways. Mikey want to call out Spence. Mikey should go after Spence. Spence accepted on TV. He accepted the matchup, and I think he should accept the matchup and make the fight happen for real. And then we're going to see what's up, because Mikey don't like that body work. Spence ain't that same type of fighter Mikey think that these other guys are. Spence is an animal. He's a beast. And Mikey's going to get a savage beatdown. It's going to end by a violent concussion. Mikey's going to be on the canvas with broken ribs, busted nose as we normally see, because Spence's jab is not that bullshit jab these other dudes be throwing. Spence's jab is with intention. You feel me? Every punch Errol Spence throws have intention behind it. He don't throw punches just to throw it. He don't throw punches to set you up for another punch. You throw every punch to rock your world. You're going to be out there like Michael Jackson, man. Rock your world. He's going to be rocking y'all world. And I believe Spence is going to violently assassinate Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia have no smoke. He don't want no parts of Errol Spence physically in the ring. He wants it word-wise by talking that nonsense that he's talking right now. But when that fight happen, if that fight happen, it will be a violent concussion. It will be violent. We're going to see Mikey on the floor in all kind of shandals. He's going to be all jacked up in the game. But I honestly believe Mikey's going to price himself out of this fight, because they're going to try to make it, but Mikey's going to put such a high price on the fight that it don't make financial sense for Errol Spence to make it, because he's going to probably try to get equal pay as Errol Spence. Let me get off this money, though, because I know how y'all AJ fans are with this money talks. I believe in the best fighting the best, and if you say you want that smoke, you should go get that smoke. You should go get it. Fight the man that we want to see you fight. Fight the man that the fans want to see you fight. And if you won't, but you keep calling them out, we won't respect you, man. Go out there and get that money. Anyways, I'm out. Main Boxing Biker. Errol Spence by violent, concussive KO. Broken ribs, broken nose for Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, you don't want no parts of that. You won't have a chance, bro. Nothing you throw can even affect Errol Spence. Your jab won't affect him. Errol Spence's jab is better than your jab because it's a much stiffer, harder jab. Show me what you got, Mikey.